Hi, welcome to another episode of Day at a Daycare with Kimberly Kuhns. In the background, I have my boyfriend, John. Say hi, John.
What's up?
We are doing an episode on what needs to be done before entering a kid into a daycare and what needs to happen and how the paper needs to be filled out and what it's like when you combine another classroom with a class. So in the beginning, when you go to a daycare and you want to enter your kid or kids into the daycare, if you have one or more kids, you need a slip that they will give you, and you have to fill one out for each kid separately. Because each kid might be in a different classroom and they will need records of it for each classroom. And that is very important. And there is a place where you can enter in a digit number. You do not enter your 16-digit card number. That is not where you put it. You can apply for a CDI, CID, and SSI/Medicaid card. And if you do that, you can put the 9-digit number on that paper, and that would work. So you can do that with every kid with all your kids you are entering into the daycare. Now with having more classes in the classroom, today we've actually had 3 classrooms in one class. 3 classes in one classroom. It was pretty hectic, but it was different ages. And that was very trouble, but a lot of them have the same needs. So, that's why it kind of made it an easier day, but not so much because of the different age groups. So, with that being said, do you have any questions, comments, John, or anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So you might have to do that a lot when you're working at a daycare, because there are going to be times where you got to deep clean the room before you go on break for holidays. And if you do, you got to make sure you are in ratio. And I described that in one of my other videos. And if you're not in ratio, you got to stay in that classroom until you're in ratio for you to leave to go clean your classroom. So, but it's the fact that you have more than one class in a classroom. It can be stressful, but it makes it more interesting and more eventful because more stuff happens. And you got to be on your feet more, and it makes it really, really, what is that word I'm thinking of, babe? Really,
Tough, maybe?
no, like, really entertaining. There we go. Really entertaining, because you have one kid over here who is pulling hair on from another pulling another kid's hair. You got another kid over here banging a basket on top of another kid's head. And you got a kid over here who is trying to swallow magnets that's on the door. So it just makes it very eventful and very entertaining. So, but if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below. And subscribe to my channel and subscribe to his channel. He needs subscribers. You want to say your podcast name, babe?
So, my podcast name is Buckle Up with John Buckle. You guys may have already seen my podcast, my channel on YouTube, but I do want to say shout out to my girlfriend because back here somewhere, yeah, in that general area. Uh, she's done a lot to help me, so go follow her on her channel. You know, give her some input on her video, and really subscribe to her channel too. She has some good stuff on there. So I think that's it, babe.
Okay. Like I said, leave comments below or likes. If you have anything you want to ask, put them in the comments and I will answer them. And all right, this is another episode of Day at a Daycare with Kimberly Kuhns, and in the background with my boyfriend John Buckles. Say bye, John.
See you guys.
All right, bye, you guys.
All right, peace.
Peace.